So you got the Beanpot coming up on Monday. This is probably your last Beanpot. How important is it for you to get a win here?
Obviously, for not only me but my entire class, it's really important for us. We've been looking forward to it. Came up short the last 3 years, so this is our last chance at it, and I don't think we're going to take it for granted.
And of course, you got some freshmen on the team that is their first Beanpot, but is it a little bit more special for guys like Danny O'Regan and Matt Grizzlick, who've been around here? Have they been talking about it?
You know, local guys, obviously, they have a little better feel for what the game entails, what this tournament's all about, just growing up, going to the games and stuff like that. But I think for all the freshmen, it's going to be a real special experience for them, just because the crowd that you get at the Gardens is like no other, and you know, the schools come out in great spirits, so I think everyone's really going to appreciate it.
And like, as a person from New York, I mean, it was obviously important to you when you first got here, but you think as like you continue going on in your B career, it gets a little bit more important, especially not having won it?
I think it definitely does. I've obviously had a greater appreciation for this tournament as we've gone on. Unfortunately, we'll had a couple tough games against BC, Harvard, and Northeastern, stuff like that. But don't take it for granted. I think this tournament's it's unbelievable. It's unlike anything else I've ever played in. So to get a win this year would be huge for us.
How much did you know about the Beanpot before coming to BU?
Growing up in New York, I mean, it wasn't like as big as it always around here in New England or up by way where you got to see it on TV. I didn't have anything like that. I only really found out about it after a couple of guys who were older that played in the same junior organization as me came to BU. So I heard like stories from them and other guys like that. But other than that, never really heard too much about it. So I was a pretty fresh face when I came here as a freshman and just fell in love with it.
Do you remember what your first shift was like playing in Beanpot?
I remember I was absolutely nervous, just how loud the crowd was and the intensity. I remember I had so much time with the puck and I just rushed the pass because I was so nervous. And I had Shattenkirk at the time as my partner, so he was able just to calm me down a little bit and just tell me to relax and just act like it's any other game.
And I mean, as a senior, you're playing against a Northeastern team where you have a former teammate who's also a senior that's also going to want to win it. It's going to be like playing against Vinny in a Beanpot.
Well, you know, we didn't get to play against him last year, but we played against Vinny numerous times, and I mean, he's a good friend and everything like that, but once you hit the ice, there really are no more friends on any team you play against, so we have the same common goal of winning this tournament, so at the end of the day, it's just whether, you know, who's going to work harder for that. I think we'll come up on top.
What makes Northeastern a difficult team to play?
You know, I think they work hard, and sometimes, you know, you get a little, you look at the team's record and sometimes you underestimate them. I think coming around now, realizing the slump we're in, you can't underestimate anybody because anyone can have a good game in any day, and in this tournament it's one and done, so you got to take every opponent very seriously.
Well, with the high pressure atmosphere, what do you do to keep the guys loose going into the game?
I think like Shattenkirk told me, just kind of try to act like it's any other game. I know the crowd makes that a little bit difficult, and the stage that we're playing on makes it a little difficult, but if you can just kind of breathe and pretend like it's any other game at a Gaines or any other rink around the country, it helps out a little bit better.
Do you think Oakesman has any idea what's coming toward him on Monday?
The Finnish phenom? I don't know. He's in his own world for the most of the time, so I think he'll be fine. He takes everything pretty well in hand, but I think he'll be pretty excited to play, you know, where the Bruins play and things like that for him coming over from Finland. But I think he'll definitely enjoy this experience.
And how do you get the team to focus on the game this weekend before, you know, having a Beanpot?
I think that starts in practice. We haven't really talked about the Beanpot too much yet. I mean, we obviously all know it's coming around the corner, so it's hard not to, you know, skip past UMass. But we know how important this game is just for the standings of Hockey East and everything like that. And we're going to take care of business Friday night up there and then worry about the Beanpot afterwards.
And, you know, after taking 3 of 4 points from Providence last weekend, do you feel like the team is starting to come out of that slump?
I definitely do. I think it started that last week in practice. Just everyone's kind of buying on the same page, and we all just came together as a group and realized that, you know, it's time to wake up and start doing things the right way, and we're going to get the results we wanted. And I was fortunate enough to happen this weekend against Providence.
How do you think the defense is doing right now as a unit? You know, since break, you guys kind of struggled a little bit out of the gate.
Yeah, we definitely got away from playing good team defense, and you know, we took that on the chin a little bit, and we realized it was our responsibility. That's our first job as defensemen. So we came together as a group, talked it over, realized, you know, worry about offense a little bit later, and just worry about our defense. And I think we've been able to do that, help our goaltenders, and we've got tremendous effort out of our forwards helping us out in our own zone. So everyone's really come together.
Thank you.